So in this video, this is going to be the 6th part to our 13 GPU build series that we've been doing on the channel here. You can see this is the, I believe, like the part 2 where I was explaining what our rig was going to look like, how I wanted to modify it and stuff. But basically this is part 6 in the series. If you're curious, you can watch the whole series here. It's not edited or fancy, but kind of like the first video, I bring you behind the scenes after I bought the rig. What are my initial thoughts in terms of what I want to change from what the guy had initially set up? And you can see in the second video, I changed the rig setup. I spaced the cards out more. The third one was just a quick update that everything was running. The fourth one, I showed you how I used 2 box fans for our cooling. The 5th part of the series here, which is manually checking the memory temperatures, I used a thermal gun and was checking the memory temperatures. Also, a side note on that really quickly before we get into this video, I did test on another rig that my friend has with like Asus Strix cards, and oh boy, his memory temperatures were upwards of like 80 to 82 degrees, which is about like the limit in terms of how hot you want it. But yeah, these thermal guns and testing like that can be a great way if you don't have a newer GPU like Navi or those new NVIDIA 3000 cards that have memory temperature sensors built into them. Now, moving along to, we'll do profitability here. I have inputted all of the accurate profitability numbers, what kind of hash rate we are getting on this 13 GPU rig, and then we'll go over profitability and what coin I am mining. So everything is calculated at 12.5 cents per kilowatt hour. That is my electric rate where I live. And we do have those 3 coins to mine as options. We have Ergo, Raven Coin, and Ethereum Classic. Ergo currently says it's the most profitable. It would make us about $25 a day in revenue. Power consumption would be a little bit higher than Ethereum Classic, I would be overclocking these to about 70 mega hash a piece, so about 900 mega hash for the whole rig there. So the top revenue number is about $25, about $20 after power. Then Raven Coin, $22 in revenue, $17 in power. $17 after power. So, yeah, Ethereum Classic on the Ezil pool, which I'm currently mining to, and I will show you the dashboard, something that I haven't done before, is probably what I'm going to be sticking with. So we'll be doing around just over $20 a day in revenue. After our $5 a day electric cost, we'll be sitting at around $16 a day in profit. The reason I have the power set to 1700 watts, obviously, if you'd listened to my previous videos, I said each GPU would be drawing around 118 to 125 watts. So if you do quick math there, we're only sitting at around like 1580 watts or something around that. But the reason I have it set up to 1700 watts is because I am running those 2 box fans. Each box fan uses around 45 watts. On their low setting that I'm running, but I also have, which I didn't show you in the video, I do have a much higher CFM 20-inch, like more industrial-like fan, moving air in that room to help create a circulation. So that fan itself uses around 150, 160 watts. So I have to add all that power draw to support this one rig into the cost section here, so that we have accurate. What is my actual profitability instead of just looking at in-software power consumption, assuming this rig only uses like 800 watts, and I think you guys get the point. Now, moving over to what to mine on here, the Ethereum Classic, we inputted our hash rate. We're getting around 390 mega hash, 1700 watts for the rig plus cooling. Very clear again, that's plus cooling, so the rig only uses around just over 1500 watts. Plus cooling, we're sitting around 1700 watts there, and then the power cost, what is that, 12.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So what I ended up paying for everything, the rig, which was I bought 15 GPUs, so I only got 13 working here. 2 of them need new fans or whatnot. So the 15 GPUs plus mining frame, motherboard, and they were 2 power supplies, but I had to replace them. So all costs in, I've spent around $2,700, which is quite a lot, obviously. So we have the 13 GPUs on the rig, plus I did go out and buy those 2 box fans. You saw in that video how much I paid, about $35 a piece with taxes. So $2,700. Do we hit calculate here? It says we're sitting at only around 180-day ROI. Now, this is current pricing for everything. This can change very quickly, like as you guys saw, like in May, in the beginning of May, profitability was great. By the time the end of May came around, profitability was completely cut in half. So this is something that I probably will be doing as a video series going forward, and we can track the price of everything. You can see here at the top of what to mine Ethereum Classic sitting around $62 as of this recording here. But okay, again, the revenue numbers about $20 a day, and here they're saying around $15 profit. So this is a 24 average, and this is the current profitability. So there's always different numbers you can play around with, and it says per month we should make just around $600 in revenue. After $150, $160 power cost, we're going to be looking at around $400 to $450 profit. Now, these numbers only they only make sense if we are cashing out every single day. If we're not cashing out, then these numbers are going to look different. For example, in the future, if Ethereum Classic goes to $100, well, then our monthly profit will go up significantly. However, if Ethereum Classic goes down to $30, our ROI just went from 180 days probably to over 365, because what we always have to remember when calculating profitability, there are some variables that change, like the revenue and the coin price, and there's some variables that stay the same, and that's always going to be your power cost. The fixed, because our power cost is fixed, if our revenue gets divided in half, our profitability doesn't drop by 50%. It actually drops by like 67 to 70%, because $20, $5 goes into 24 times, but if our revenue drops in half, $5 goes into $10 like twice or something. I don't know. My math isn't like the sharpest for explaining for you guys. But anyways, you see the ROI numbers here. We have 180-day ROI, and hopping over to the pool. So yes, you do have my Ethereum Classic address there. You can see I am mining Ethereum Classic and Zilliqa. The Zilliqa address you want to get from an exchange, either Binance, or there are certain wallets out there as well where you can get the proper Zilliqa address. If you don't know how to mine to Ezil pool, it's super easy. You just go to start and you select, I believe, whatever server you want. I believe there's a HiveOS option here. Yeah. So for myself, I just went to the HiveOS page, how to set up the Zilliqa mining, and it says here. So no, the Zil wallet must be from must be a format that starts with like a .zil or whatever. But anyways, you can read that setup guide. The reason I am mining to ETH plus Zil pool is because you do gain a little bit of Zilliqa every day. And for those of you who don't know what Zilliqa is or how it works, the simplest way I can explain is you mine Ethereum Classic for like 98% of the day, or so then for the 2% of the day or 1% or whatever it works out to be, you mine this other coin called Zilliqa. It's sort of like an ETH hash algorithm. However, the proof of work only happens every like 45 minutes or an hour or so. So what that means is, for majority of the time, you're mining either Ethereum Classic, or on my ETH rigs, I mine Ethereum. And then for the other part of the time, I mine Zilliqa. So if you're looking at it in terms of time to output, the Zilliqa, like the time you are mining Zilliqa and getting the Zilliqa rewards, you're probably getting double the mining output for that time of mining compared to just mining like Ethereum Classic straight 24/7. So that's why I mine Zilliqa. Obviously, the profitability bump is not crazy high compared to other alternatives, because you can look at the Ezil pool versus just Ethereum Classic. It's only like 30 cents more for the whole rig, and that can fluctuate depending on, did the Ezil pool hit a lot of good blocks? Did it not hit as many blocks for the day? What is their luck of the day? But yeah, overall, I mine to the Ezil pool. You can see on Estimate, they're estimating here with a 24-hour profitability. Per month, we should make around 9 Ethereum Classics. So this could be really great, right? Like if Ethereum Classic goes to $100 and I decide to hodl, like our ROI can be a lot quicker. However, at the same time, I'm probably going to be selling a little bit every month, because $150 power bill is quite a lot for this one rig. So I do want to make sure that I have kind of my ass covered. I want to make sure I sell some of my coin every month. So I'll come up with a better strategy of what I plan on doing in terms of, do I just hodl it all and YOLO, or am I going to be selling every month? And I'll be making a video on that in the future to keep you guys updated. But currently, it says we're doing about $20 revenue, and most importantly, after power, we're sitting at around $14 to $15, and the hash rate's been pretty consistent. We can go to workers here. So this is my worker name here, SSD rig. I don't have an SSD, but I just call them this. 13 GPU RX 574 gigabyte rig. This is also important stats to look at. What is your reported hash rate? So that's from the software itself, is saying, okay, it's picking up that the software says we should be doing around 392 mega hash. However, the 30-minute average is closer to 334 mega hash, so it's a little lower. The reason the mega hash numbers are a little lower is because the mining rig has gotten a little less shares compared to what it's supposed to get for the given hash rate. The 3-hour average is pretty decent. We're sitting around 380 mega hash, so nothing really to complain about. And you can see the hash rate does fluctuate. At some points, it says it's reporting or the current hash rate, depending on how many shares we got in that kind of proof of work cycle. It says we got around 462 mega hash, but at other points when the rig hits less shares, it's downwards of 341 mega hash. So this is normal. It will fluctuate because your cards don't automatically output the same amount of shares. It just varies depending on the kind of proof of work cycle and how lucky are your cards getting. So yeah, that's a quick thing there. Now, this is something I haven't talked about yet on the channel, but if you would like to support the channel, Ezil has a really nice referral program. And basically the way this works, I don't know if there's documentation here, but from what I was reading, basically the way the referral program works is that they have a promo code basically. So if you want to like support me, what you do is you would use this promo code here. This is connected to my main mining address. And what that does is it gives the person with the promo code, I believe, 0.1% of the pool fee share. So the pool, I believe the Ezil pool has somewhere around like a 1% mining fee. We can quickly figure that out here, I believe. So if we go to start, maybe they should tell us the pool fee. But I believe from what I checked last time, Ezil has around, yeah, so pool fees around 1%. And what being kind of like an affiliate, if you can think about it that way for the pool, I get basically I get like a tenth of this pool fee. So if you want to support the channel and you are going to be mining to Ezil pool, you can use this promo code here. It's D7BD, and that will support my channel. Basically, if you have 1 giga hash, I'm going to be getting 1 mega hash worth of output. And I mean, that's not a lot, but that's basically the only way I'm going to be leaving as an option to support the channel is through basically using my little promo code there. And it's not even that bad. It doesn't hurt you on the other end, and you even get like a 0.1% cash back. And this is basically like the affiliate payout. So if you have 1 giga hash, I make 1 mega hash. If like, let's say we get 400 terahash, well, then I would make 400 giga hash every day, but that's not going to happen. Anyways, I rambled long enough. I do plan on making more videos. Probably nothing's going to be coming during the weekend, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I do plan on creating some more content for you guys. Our channel did grow pretty quickly over the last week. We got around 120 subscribers, which is pretty exciting. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you do enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. That's basically the metric I look at of, should I make more of this style of content, or should I like pivot? Should I make more profitability videos? Should I talk about mining hardware? In the future, I do want to talk more about mining hardware and sourcing equipment, just because I feel like a lot of people look at Parallel Miner, or there's like Mining Cave or some other like nerdgears.com, or what else is there? GPU risers. But I do think there are some things that I don't particularly like about those websites. Like, I mean, Parallel Miner, if you're in the States, is probably your best bang for buck. But I also do feel a lot of those sites are overpriced. And I mean, that's just my opinion. Obviously, I named my channel Cost Effective Mining because my first video was of the HP 1200 watt PSU. I thought that was great value for money. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to wrap the video up there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comment section below. And now you have an idea of the ROI for my mining rig. Anyways, take care and good luck with mining.